Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet, and we're back here with our Football Manager 24 main save with Wisla Krakow. And yes, we're back here in the Champions League, and it is going to be exciting playing Olympic Lyon. It's going to be a tough one, but things haven't gone too badly in the Champions League so far. This is game number 4. Yes, folks, okay, this is going to be a fun one, and you'll have noticed I am back. Apologies that I was missing from the channel for a little bit. Well, I had a couple of videos recorded, but I'd basically been away for a week, and that was just because I had to go somewhere with work for a week, and I didn't have enough in the back catalogue to put anything out. I tried my hardest to get more out, but didn't quite make it. Yeah, I was away, and had a very nice trip to Finland. It was very nice, and you'll notice I've lost my hair. Yeah, so new haircut. It's gonna be a new Wisla Krakow, surely. So we'll have a look at how things have gone in a minute. It's been a mixed bag, in all honesty, but things are still looking pretty solid at the minute. Whilst we've gone through a dodgy patch, the teams around us went through a dodgy patch at the same time. It's always nice when that happens. Let's go and have a look at those results. Right, folks, well, you saw the 6-5 crazy victory over Espanyol, and we've played a bunch of games since there. The one that's going to stand out to your eyes was a couple there. The very next game, a 6-1 win over Cracovia, our rivals. Yes, that's going to go down well in the fans' camp. So, yeah, goals from Diglos, the guy I can't say, Morsi, John Jules, Rusnak and Rubio. You'll see in that game Delugos, we'll say that, got himself injured, which was not great, and he's been out ever since. So we've had to change how we've approached this, and how we've had to play Rusnak alongside John Jules, Rusnak as the advanced forward, which is not really what he's there to do. So you can probably see why we struggled after that. But the very next game we played against Salzburg in the Champions League, and we won it 2-1. We got a really early goal from John Jules, and then late goal from Rusnak to win it. And I mean, it was a tight game, but you know, to get the 3 points is fantastic. And yes, we have played against Dortmund in the third game, and we lost 3-1. Put a decent performance up here. 3-1, I think we were a little bit hard done by, because Adeyemi was so good in front of goal. He just three shots, 3 goals from him. He was so clinical, including a penalty in that. But Carlos did get a goal. So this is how things look in the Champions League. We're in 14th, and if we can finish in the top 24, then we have a decent chance. Well, we know we will qualify for the latter stages of the Champions League. It will give us £8 million more just for doing that. And we will get any other money that draws and wins get along the way. So it's going to be good for our bank balance. So all of that is good. But we've got some tough games. And I think this game against Lyon, they've struggled a little bit to start with. But they have had they got a win in their last game against this Italian side, who I've never heard of. Parthenope? Anyone know where that is? I never ever heard of that side. They beat them, but lost to the likes of Chelsea. I think Chelsea and Man United. Maybe it wasn't that. It was 2 really big teams that they lost to. So I was pretty darn pleased with how we've gone. I don't imagine, but I think Lyon are thinking that this game, the one they've just played, this game against Krakow, and the next one, which is against Salzburg, the team that we've beaten, are going to be the games that they're going to get them the points out of. And in the last 3 seasons, 9 points would have been enough to stay in that top 24 places. So that's all we're aiming for. We just need one more win. We've got a bunch of tough games to go. As you can see, we've got to play the likes of Sporting, Chelsea, Bayern and Hamburg. And Hamburg have started really, really well. I'm not sure how they draw these. Do you not play? So how do they actually draw the games that you're going to play? how is that decided? So do you play, like, I mean, how many games are 10? Do you play an equal number, not that you can do, of, you know, those from what used to be pot A, pot B, pot C and pot D? Is it kind of spread across? Because it doesn't look like it. It seems like the weaker teams get the hardest draw. You're playing some really hard teams, whereas the other teams, when I go and look at who they're playing, they've got some really straightforward games. So yeah, a little frustrating. And I guess maybe you don't play any of the teams in your pot, perhaps. I'm not sure. Really interested to hear how it's done, how the draw's done there. So let's just have a quick look at how we did after that game against Salzburg. We were away against Plock. This was disappointing. We were 1-0 up and probably shouldn't have lost this, drew this, but it wasn't a terrible result. I will take this. We then beat top of the table, or challengers at Lech 5-2. This was tighter than 5-2. It was actually a really clinical performance from us. I was very, very happy. Lech was superb in front of goal. It was a real tussle, this was, which I enjoyed thoroughly. John Jules, Key, Morsi and Sainz with the goals. Piast, who are in third, we were 3-1 up and looking very, very good. They didn't look like they had a way back into this game. Klich, Sainz and Rusnak with the goals. And we just gave them the draw. Just kind of put our tools down and sort of said, all right, we're done, even though, you know, there's 10 minutes left to go, and they just took advantage of that. And then we've lost at home against Pogon. This was disappointing because it was, our first half performance was dreadful. We managed to finish 1-1 in the first half with a Letosha goal, but it was the first shot we'd had. They'd had all the shots in the first half. Second half, we dominated and should have scored. In the end, they got a breakaway goal, which was very, very frustrating. So losing at home, not great. And then losing against a lower league side, even worse. Goal from Oxo. We rotated, as you can see, but not massively. We had a side out there that should have absolutely won that game. We have been beset by injuries for much of this period, and that's made it very, very difficult. Key players missing for long parts of this this period, but yeah, we need to we need to score the goals when we get the chances, because we dominated that. They had a couple of chances and scored them, but we've just beaten newly promoted Stal. Rusnak and John Jules, really good performance. And what was notable here is most of the injured players were back for this game. So a lot of them, the likes of Vidal, the likes of Garitano, Carlos, Poeta, Klich, who's been having a little bit of an it's more of a trouble with fitness rather than injury. Letosha as well. So there was, I mean, we were really down to the bare bones and had very few players on the bench who had played games against Skra in the previous game, and that was not just because I was resting the big players. It's just we had very, very few players there. So yeah. Anyway, folks, let's go and play Lyon. This should be a fun one. The board are expecting us to lose. I'm expecting us to lose, but we have taken some cracking victories here. If we could pick up a point here, that would be very, very nice. So team we're going with, Rusnak is going to be leading the line with John Jules alongside him, Sainz on the left and Morsi on the right, Klich and Poeta in the centre. We've got the likes of Carlos and Rubio to come off the bench, both of those very good. Backline is Hall, Vidal, Rufo, Key. Feeney is having a little break from the defence. I've not been that impressed with him. And Bobek in goal. He's got the highest rating, but recently he's just not done the business. Certainly, I'm struggling to get Vidal and Feeney to work together. So we'll see how Rufo does in that position. I'm still just shocked how well Key does. Right, folks, this could be embarrassing, but I'm hoping not. Here we go. It is a full stadium here. Look at that. I mean, Lyon desperately trying to qualify for the Champions League late stages. So we'll see how things go. Early shot for us. Koza down the left side. Playing the ball nicely. Just done well there. They've kind of... Oh, it's in. It's Bobek. Is that Abeline? Is this a goal? Goal is being reviewed. I think they've given it. I mean, we can't even see the lines there, but it looks like it's been given. Frustrating. It's their first foray forward and they've scored the goal. Solbakken chucks it in. Koza just over the top. Bobek had that one covered. Like to see a chance for us. Here we go. Morsi. Pretty good from corners sometimes. We used to be good from corners. I think we might have lost some height. I don't know. Click. Hall. It's been a very good left back. Oh, he lost the ball there. Massive mistake. Abeline. And he's gone wide. So they're getting us on the break, which is always a little worrying. I think that was a save, actually. Come on. Goalkeeper does well. We just need to get the shots away. Well, nicely... Ooh. Oh, that's in. That has to be offside, surely. And the ball came in, and there was absolutely a defender offside there. It is allowed. Oh, God. He timed it perfectly. We're 2-0 down, and there's been so little in this game. Well, in all honesty, it's a fairly disappointing half when you look at it. We've had a couple of chances, one reasonable chance, but you can look all the way through the team. No one really doing very well. Struggling to do what we need to do. We're going to go a little bit more direct. I think that makes sense. We're going to shoot on sight, and we're going to play for set pieces. I think we've got some good set piece takers. I think what I might do is bring Carlos on for the second half. I've said you were terrible in the first half. The game is pretty much over. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I want to spur them on to better things. We've got no one really to bring on up front, but here's Click. Chips it in. It's Hall. Oh no, off the post. Unbelievable. Rusnak. Oh, it's wide. Oh, that's much, much better. We should have scored there. Look at St Patrick's Athletic. 6-0 down. Oh, I'm so frustrated. That was the one. That was the one to get us back to 2-1. Well, we've cleared it. Oh, we got away with that one there. Bobek's not been great in goal, in all honesty. Everything that could have gone past him has gone past him. And you can see Click is struggling with fitness again. I don't really know what to do about it. Because he's our most important player in the centre there. And when he goes out, we've got no one to come in, really. No one who I would trust. No one who's of good enough quality. And they're through us again. And the goalkeeper, I don't know if he made the save or the post did, but you can see here we look in a little bit of trouble at the minute there. They're pressuring us. Carlos again loses the ball. Nicely done. Rufo. Long ball, but there is absolutely no one there. And it comes back again. Here's Hall. That's brilliant. Come on. Find the pass. He's not running away from them. Here's Carlos. Here's Poeta. Nicely done. John Jules and Key. And it's a lovely hit, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. Ball in. And it's out again. Having a better second half, absolutely. We'll look to make a change, I think, or maybe a couple of changes just to freshen things up. Well, John Jules has gone off. We're bringing on the pacey Ox, so maybe we can use his pace with a few balls over the top. Rusnak just pushed back into the defensive mid or the deep line forward role. Carlos here. Could we get this in? It's in. It's Vidal with a header at the near post. And there is a chance still. That should be 2-2, surely. But well done, Vidal. Goalkeeper didn't even move. So we just one goal in it. Could we get back into this? We're going to go more attacking. We're going to push the players up. What can we do? Is there anything we can do to bring someone on to make a difference? You know what? We're not going to make any more changes. I don't think we've got anyone who can make a big difference. But here it's a lovely header, and Pozzoro makes it 3-1, and that's got to be it. Well, we gave it our best shot and just didn't quite have enough in the tank there. But another great performance away from home against a Champions League regular in Lyon. It's a good performance. We were not outclassed. Yes, I don't think we deserved to win. I think maybe 2-1 was the right scoreline. You just think, well, if we had one or two more players that we could have maybe turned to, one or two better players who we could have put in the squad perhaps, maybe someone who we could have brought on for Click when he's not having a great game, you think that maybe that would be the difference. But all in all, I'm not too disappointed. It's an okay performance. We gave them a good go. Yes, we lost the game, but we put in a much better second half. We're sitting in 22nd, which isn't great, and we know we've got to play the likes of Hamburg up shortly, and we've got the likes of Sporting to come, so it's a real tough draw that we've had. So we might not get out of this, but we're going to give it a damn good try. That's all we can do, really. Anyway, folks, that's it. We're going to come back, I think, a little bit later on. Perhaps we'll come back for the final game and we'll let you know how things have gone. Have we qualified for the latter stages, or are we out of the Champions League? And if we go out of the Champions League, given that there's just a short period left of the actual season, what I might do is just play to the end of the season and then finish up the episode like that, or finish up the series like that. And that would be that. Be interesting to see whether we could win the League 2 seasons running. And that would allow us to have a little bit of a January transfer window, maybe bring in another striker to replace Jose Maria, bring in another central midfielder to give us some support there, because I think we need that. And we've got all that money sitting in the bank, £6 million transfer budget, but £40 million in the bank. It is absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? It's great to see. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.